Hi BookTube, it's Missy, and today I am going to be sharing with you guys my March anticipated reads. There are 20. I don't know why, but March seems like a great month to, publish books. And so I have my handy dandy notebook here. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about each book and then move on. Again, I got all of these books from yalit.com. I will leave the link down below. And if you guys have any that I missed that are in the genres that I like, let me know down below. Okay, so the first one I have on the list is The Awakening of Sunshine Girl. I do own The Haunting of Sunshine Girl. I have not read it yet, but that is by Paige Mackenzie. My friend in real life loved the book, and so I do trust her opinion, and so I do still want to try and read it, but I know it does have mixed reviews. But the sequel's coming out, and I didn't even know that there was a sequel, so I'm excited. I don't know anything about this book. I don't know if the girl is haunted, or she's in a haunted house, or she's doing the haunting. I don't know, but I'm excited. And then this book comes out on the 1st of March. The second book, which I'm super excited about, is called Guile, or Gull. I think it's Guile. Guile. And this is by Constance Cooper. This one also comes out on the 1st of March, and it's a Southern Gothic paranormal kind of story. So there's the water. I don't know if it's the ocean or a lake or a river, but it's in the South. And when you get submerged into the water, either a person or a thing, that person or thing changes because the water has power in it. And there's also talking cats. I don't know. I'm just so stinking excited for this book. I want it. It sounds so good. Yeah, that's all for that one. Okay, number 3 is called A Study in Charlotte, and this is by Brittany Cavallero, and this one also comes out on the 1st of March. And this is about the great-great-grandson of Winston and the great-great-granddaughter of Sherlock Holmes. I think it's Sherlock Holmes. I'm assuming, because it says Winston and Holmes. And they meet at school, I think. Don't know. No. I think Winston knows about the girl. Winston's the last name. I think the boy, last name Winston, knows about the girl, Holmes, and hates her. But maybe they get together at the end of the book. I don't know. But I like anything that has to do with Sherlock Holmes, and so I do want to read it. And it's a, I think it's a mystery, lovey thing. Moving on. I'm not making any sense. All right, number 4. This sounds super funny, and it's called The Greatest Zombie Movie Ever by Jeff Strand. This one also comes out on the 1st, and it's basically like a zombie book. And it's funny. It's a humor book, so I like the cover, and I want to read it. All right, number 5, You Were Here, and this is by Corey McCarthy. This one also comes out on the 1st of March, and this is a dark contemporary about a girl who was forced into a mental hospital, psychiatric hospital. I don't remember what it was in the summary, but she was put there by her mother, and she was there for 2 years. She's 18 now, so she was able to tell them that she was leaving, and then she goes back home and then has to deal with the mom again. I'm really excited to read this because it's a mom and daughter relationship, and it's rocky, and yeah, so I want to read it. Number 6 is Map of Fates. If you guys have not read Conspiracy of Us, you must pick it up. I really enjoyed it. This is by Maggie Hall, and so the sequel comes out on the 8th of March. So I can't wait to read that one. That has been on my anticipated reads list for forever now, ever since I read Conspiracy of Us. Number 7 is The Great Hunt, and this is by Wendy Higgins. I read Wendy Higgins' other book series, the one with the kids that have the like the lust and why can't I think the deadly sins. The first one is called Sweet Evil. That's the first one, and I really enjoyed it. I read the first and second book. I super loved them. I loved the writing, and I can't wait to read the third one. I just haven't picked it up yet. But The Great Hunt is coming out on the 8th, and it's a retelling of The Singing Bone by Brothers Grimm. I do own a Brothers Grimm fairy tale collection book, and so I want to read The Singing Bone first and then read this book. I can't remember. It's got princesses in it, I think. Okay. Number 8 is The Steep and Thorny Way by Kat Winters. You guys know I've been waiting on this one. You obviously have seen the picture before. This is the 4th book by Kat Winters. I still haven't finished her Uninvited book. I'm sad that I haven't finished it. I started it last year like I was supposed to, but I still need to finish that book. But this one is a retelling of Hamlet, and it takes place in the 1920s in Oregon, and it's about a girl that is half white, half African American, and it goes along with her story, but again, it's a retelling of Hamlet, and so I'm super intrigued. Number 9 is called On the Edge of Gone by Corinne Doivus. Is that how you say her last name? This one comes out on the 8th of March, and this is a sci-fi book about a comet that is going to hit the earth, and everybody knows it, and so there's these shelters that people have been trying to get on a list to be placed into, but then the main characters find out that there's actually a ship that will be taking off from Earth so that way it can inhabit other planets, and the main character needs to get on that ship, and she's autistic, and so I'm intrigued to read this book. That one also has a druggy mom. I wanna read it. Number 10 is Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare. Everybody knows this book, and this one comes out on the 8th as well. I want to finish The Mortal Instruments, so that way I know what's going on with Lady Midnight, but this is taking place 5 years after the Heavenly Fire one. City of Heavenly Fire. So 5 years later, and it also takes place in LA, whereas The Mortal Instruments took place in New York. Number 11 is called Shades of Darkness by A.R. Kahler. I don't know, Kahler. This one also comes out on the 8th, and this one is about a boarding school and mythology. And I like reading books about boarding schools, and the whole mythology thing was kind of cool. And it takes place in a forest in Michigan. It's very remote. Nobody knows about it. It's not called the Oasis, but people consider it to be an oasis. I don't know why the main character is there, but I want to read this book super bad. Number 12 is A Drop of Night by Stefan Bachmann. And I don't know if you can see the books. Oh, they are down here. Nope, they're down here. You can't see them. But he's a well-known YA author, and he is writing a horror novel. Well, it's a mystery thriller horror, but it sounds really good. And I want to read it. And it's about a excavation in Paris, and the main character goes to this excavation, and it's not a cathedral, it's not a castle, what was it? Palace. Close enough. There's a palace underneath Paris, and they're digging it up, and I can't wait to find out what is in this palace, what they dig up, and everything else. Alright, number 13 is called The First Time She Drowned by Carrie Kletter. Kletter also comes out on the 15th. This one is a mental illness book, and it's about a girl who, again, Well, it's a mental illness book. I already said that. And it's, you know, I like dark contemporaries. I can't remember what happened in the synopsis. Again, it's a mom. She's fighting with her mom. I think her mom died. And now she doesn't know what to do. I can't remember. It sounded really good, though, last night when I looked it up. Grr, sorry. Number 14 is called Diva, and this is by Susanna Applebaum. This one comes out on the 15th of March, and this is a historical fiction gothic thriller, and yeah, it's got monsters in it. And what else? Not your everyday kind of monsters, not like vampires and werewolves, but actual monsters. So I want to read it. All right. Oh, it says The Queen of the Damned. Queen of the Damned. Oh, it must be demons. And the Queen of the Damned is actually a Marie Antoinette. So Marie Antoinette is the Queen of the Damned. I don't know. It sounded really good. I want to read it. Number 15 is called Harmony House. This has like really bad reviews, but it's a horror novel, like just strictly horror. So I want to read it, you know, give my own opinion on it, because I don't care how campy the movie is. Or the book is. I want to read it. And this is by Nick Sheff, and it comes out on the 22nd of March. The next one is 16, and it says, I Woke Up Dead at the Mall. You guys know how I like weird books. This is by Judy Sheehan. This one comes out on the 26th, and it's exactly like I said it. The main character wakes up at the largest mall in America. What is it called? The world's greatest mall, or greatest mall of America, something like that. She wakes up there and finds out that she's dead, and the murderer is still on the loose. So I think she's trying to like find the murderer. All right, next is number 17, which is Wink Poppy at Midnight, and this is by April Genevieve Tchok. Is that how you say her last name? I loved Between the Devil and the Deep Blue Sea. I didn't really like Between the Spark and the Burn. I thought it was kind of a terrible sequel, but I do enjoy her writing. It's very flowery, and it's got lots of metaphors in it and animated objects, and it's just gorgeous writing, so I cannot wait to read this one. And this one is also a mystery thriller. The next one is called The Last Execution, and I think this is a true story, but it's turned into fiction, or I don't know. I think it's a fictional tale on a true story. That's what I want to say. It's by Jesper Wong Sung. This one comes out on the 22nd of March, and it's about the last execution in Denmark, which was a boy of 15. He was tried as an adult at like a hanging, and it sounds really cool because it's 11 POVs, and it's one person's view of the trial or the execution every hour before the kid is murdered. Not murdered, put to death. That's it. Number 19 is called The Great American Whatever. This has gotten a lot of good reviews on Goodreads, and so it sounds intriguing. It's from Tim Federal. I think that's his last name. It comes out on the 29th of March, and this is a LGBT contemporary about a boy who is in love with his best friend, I think, and she dies, and he wasn't able to tell her about it, and him and her used to write screenplays, you know, in their imaginary Hollywood stories, and he decides to continue on. I don't know, but a lot of the Goodreads reviews say that it's not only beautifully written, but it's just a really good story in general. So I am interested in reading that. And the very last book on this list is called Dark Energy. It's by Rob Robson Wells, and it's a sci-fi book about aliens. So the aliens come, they wipe out half the planet, like with the actual alien landing, they kill, not half the planet, they kill thousands of people though. It comes out on the 29th of March. All right, so those are the 20 books that I am anticipating on reading in March. I do have one book that is super silly that I am interested in reading just to see what it's about. I would never buy this book. It's definitely a library borrowing thing, if the library even has it. But it's called Hot Pterodactyl Boyfriend. Look that up on Goodreads. I'll actually leave a link down below so you can read the Goodreads reviews. And they're not even reviews yet. They're just what these people think this book is going to be about. This is by Alan Cumin, and it comes out on the 22nd of March. And that's it, my friends. Hot Pterodactyl Boyfriend. Come on! It doesn't make any sense. But I am intrigued on what the heck it's about. And that's all the books. So let me know down below what you are looking forward to reading in March. I may or may not put some of these on pre-order. We will see, because next month's my birthday. So I might get stuff for myself. I might not. I don't know yet. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!